us recall some standard functions. Or special functions you were studied in class 11. Special functions. So first, constant function, let us start with identity function. Let's start with identity function. Next function, constant function. Next one, modulus function. Next, fourth one, signum function. Last one, greatest integer function. So first, identity function. So here, identity function is a function f from set of all real numbers. Here R refers to real numbers. Two real numbers such that it is defined by f of x is equal to x, that is f of 1 is equal to 1. Image of 1 is 1. F of 2 is equal to 2 means image of 2 is 2. So that is the identity function definition. So let us understand by using arrow diagram. Real numbers means it contains all rationals, irrational, in fact integers, naturals and whole numbers. So here I am taking the set A, that is R, and the set B, that is R itself. Here I am taking root 2. Root 2 is irrational number, therefore it is a real number. If I take 0, 0 is an integer, therefore it is a real number, because rational numbers are subset of real. Real numbers are superset. And irrational numbers also subset, and Z is also subset. Natural number is also a subset of a real number. Okay. If I take 1, 1 is an integer or a natural number which is also a real numbers, because if 1 is belongs to n, then it clearly belongs to the superset, that is real number. If I take 3, okay, so here I am taking root 2, 1, 0, 3, because this is also a real number, minus 1, okay. So now what it says here is the function f. F of root 2 is what? F of root 2 is root 2 itself, that is square root of 2 is maps to square root of 2 itself. If I take 0, what is f of 0? Replace in place of x by 0, then it becomes what? 0. So 0 maps to 0. If I take 1, what is f of 1 in place of x? If I replace by 1, then it becomes 1 itself. So 1 maps to 1. If I take 3, 3 maps to 3, and so on. Take any real number which maps to itself. So therefore, this is an visual representation, that is arrow diagram for this identity function. So let us note what is the domain range of this function. So keep it in mind, for the function domain is the set A itself, because every element has the map. Next, codomain is the set of all. Second set, say B. So therefore, for this set real numbers, the domain is real numbers, set of all real numbers, and codomain is the second set, that is set of all real numbers. So let us understand the graph of this identity function. So what is the graph? If I take the coordinates, Cartesian, x-axis and y-axis, 0, 1, 2, 3, here minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, 1, 2, 3, and minus 1, minus 2, and minus 3. So now here, what 0 maps to? 0. F of 0 is what? 0. Here I am taking 0. Next, what 1 maps to? F of 1 is 1. Here is 1. If I take 2, 2 maps to 2. If I take 3, 3 maps to 3. If I take minus 1, minus 1 to minus 1 itself, so minus 1. If I take minus 2 itself. If I take minus 3 itself. If I join these points, we get a straight line passing through the origin. So this is a graph for this identity function. Is it okay? So this is the definition, and this is the range, domain and codomain, and this is the graph of identity function. Next function, constant function. Next function is constant function. So what is the definition of constant function? Constant function is a function f from set of all real numbers to set of all real number defined by f of x is equal to, say, c. C means constant. Constant means you can take 2, you can take 100, you can take minus 2. But it must belongs to real numbers. Okay. So this is the definition of constant function. So what it means? If I take real numbers to real numbers, here I am taking 1, root 2, root 5, 0 and say minus 2. Take any number which must be a real number. Taking same values 1, root 2, root 5, 0, say minus 2 and so on. Here 1 maps to what? If I take the constant as, say, where c is equal to 2. If I take 2, then if I take 1, f of 1 is what? 2. Here 2 is not there. So include that one, 2. Okay. So 1 maps to 2. Next, f of 1 is 2. If I replace x by root 2, then it becomes what? 2 itself. So root 2 also maps to 2. If I take root 5, then it maps to the same constant value, namely 2 itself. That is root 5 maps to root. 0 maps to 2. Minus 2 also maps to 2. Take any real number which maps to 2 itself. That is constant number. So therefore, so this is the visual representation for a constant function. So what is the domain? Clearly it is a function, therefore domain is R, first set. And what is codomain? Codomain is clearly the second set R. Okay. What is range? Range is nothing but, what is the range? Singleton 2. Is it okay? So that is 1 maps to 2, root 2 maps to 2, root 5 maps to 2, 0 maps to 2. The set of all second elements of the ordered pair is nothing but a range. Therefore, range is singleton 2. So what is the graph of this function? Here I am taking the graph 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on x-axis. Here minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 on x dash axis, y-axis, y-dash axis. So say 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So now 1 maps to what? The constant number say 2. 1 maps to 2. Next, if I take 2, 2 maps to 2. If I take 3, 3 maps to 2. If I take 2.5, 2.5 also maps to 2. If I take 1.5, 1.5 is also maps to 2. If I take 0, 0 also maps to 2. If I take minus 0.5, which also maps to 2. If I take minus 2. So those are all maps to 2. So that is, we get a straight line exactly parallel to x-axis. This is the graph of the function, say constant function. So whether it is a function or not, let us check by vertical test, vertical line test. If I draw vertical line, it exactly touches at one point. If I draw this line, touches at one point, therefore it is clearly a function. In fact, constant function, the word itself says it is a function. Is it okay? Next, modulus function. That is the third function, modulus function. Now, what is the definition of modulus function? So, f is a mapping from R to R defined by modulus function is defined by f of x is equal to modulus of x. Two lines represent modulus. Okay, so where modulus of x is equal to plus x and minus x, provided if x is greater than or equal to 0. It means if x is 0, then mod x is x itself. If x is greater than 0 means 1, 2, 3, then mod x is x itself. If I take, if the condition, if x is less than 0, if x is negative, negative means minus 1, minus 2, then mod x becomes minus x. That is, mod 2 is what? 2 is positive, therefore plus x. X is plus 2. If I take minus 2, what is the modulus of x? What is in place of x? Minus 2. Minus 2 is negative. Therefore, we have minus of, in place of x, we have minus 2. Minus of minus 2. That is minus x. Minus of minus 2 is what? Plus 2. Okay. So, that is the modulus function. So, now, let us understand by using arrow diagram. So here I am taking 0, 1, minus 1, 2, minus 2, say root 2. These are all real numbers. Here also I am taking 1, minus 1, 2, say minus 2, say root 2 and so on. So now what is modulus of 0? Modulus of 0 is 0. So 0 maps to 0. If I take 1, modulus of 1 is 1. 1 maps to 1. If I take minus 1, what is the modulus of minus 1? Is plus 1. Here modulus of minus 2 is plus 2. So modulus of minus 1 is 1. So it maps to 1. If I take 2, what is the modulus of 2? 2 itself. If I take modulus of minus 2, what is the modulus of minus 2? 2 itself. If I take modulus of root 2, that is root 2 itself. Root 2, here is the root 2. Okay. So now, this is the arrow diagram for the modulus function. So now, what is the domain? Domain is clearly the first set R, and codomain is clearly the second set, that is R. What about range? Range is, here minus 1 do not have pre-image and minus 2 do not have pre-image. If I have minus 3 is also do not have pre-image. It means the range is 0, 1, 2, 3. That is positive real numbers. Positive real numbers. That is root 2, which is also positive, with 0, including 0. Okay. So for minus 1, for minus 2, for minus 3, we don't have pre-image. Therefore, the range is positive real numbers including 0. So that is the range for this modulus function. Now, what is the graph of this modulus function? Graph of modulus function is, if I have x-axis, y-axis, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and so on. Here I am taking 1, 2, 3 and so on. On y-axis, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 on y-dash axis. So now, what is modulus of 0? Modulus of 0 is 0. Here I am taking. Next, what is modulus of 1? Modulus of 1 is 1. If I take modulus of 2 is what? 2. For 2, modulus of 2 is 2. If I take 3, what is modulus of 3? Is 3 itself. Now, for negative side, what is the modulus of minus 1? It is clearly positive 1. Positive 1 means upper of, that is, here is the plus 1. For modulus of minus 2, plus 2. For modulus of minus 2, here is the plus 2. Okay. For modulus of minus 3, we have what? Plus 3. Is it okay? So, let us join these points. We get a V-shaped graph. So, that is V-shaped graph. So, this is a graph for modulus function. Is it okay? So, next, last two, that is signum function and greatest integer function. So, what is the definition of signum function? So, now, let us define what do you mean by a signum function. Signum function is a function f from the set of all real numbers to real numbers, set that f of x is equal to 1, 0, minus 1. 1 if x is greater than or equal to greater than 0, if x is equal to 0, if x is less than 0. That is the signum function definition. If x is positive, then f of that number maps to 1. If x is equal to 0, then f of that number maps to 0. If x is negative, then f of that number, negative numbers, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, those are all maps to minus 1. So that is the definition of signum function. So usually yes, Gn of x is also stands for signum function. Okay. So now, what is the domain range? Let us understand by using arrow diagram. So real number, here is real number, here is real number. Here I am taking 0, 1, minus 1, 2, minus 2, say root 2. And 0, 1, minus 1, 2, minus 2, say root 2. Okay. For 1, 0. For x is 0, what is f of x? The image of 0 is 0. So 0 maps to 0. If I take 1, 1 means what? 1 is greater than 0. So 1 is greater than 0 means what? F of 1 is 1. So f of 1 is 1. Next, if I take 2, if I take minus 1, here is the minus 1 is less than 0, here it becomes here. So minus 1 is less than 0, minus 1 is less than 0, then f of x, that is f of minus 1 maps to minus 1. If I take 2, 2 is positive. 2 is positive means 2 is greater than 0, therefore f of 2 maps to 1. So f of 2 maps to 1. Next, if I take minus 2 is less than 0, therefore f of minus 2 maps to minus 1. Here, okay. Root 2 is positive, therefore it maps to 1. So all positive real maps to 1 and all negative real numbers maps to minus 1 and all number which is equal to 0, that is the number 0 maps to 0 itself. Is it okay? So that is the arrow diagram. What is the domain? Clearly domain is set of all real number, that is the first set. And what is the codomain? Codomain is the set of all second set, that is second set is real number. What is range? Here range is what? 1 has pre-image, minus 1 has pre-image, 0 has pre-image, but 2, minus 2, root 2, any number other than minus 1, 1, 0 do not have pre-image. Therefore range is 1, 0, 1, 0 and minus 1. Is it clear? So this is the range. Now let us draw the graph of this signum function. So graph, here is the graph. So 0, 1, 2, 3, here minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Now for 0 it maps to what? For 0, 0 maps to 0. Next for 1, for positive value it maps to 1. For 1.1 which is also positive. For 2 which is also maps to 1, same value. For positive value which maps to 1. Okay, join this. If I take minus 1 which is negative, maps to what? Minus 1 is maps to minus 1. If I take minus 0.5, maps to minus 1. Here is the, for 0.5 is also greater than 0. Therefore, which is maps to what? 1. If I take here, which is also maps to, but 0, here is the whole, 0 maps to 0 itself. If I take any negative number, minus 3, minus 2, any negative number which maps to minus 1. Okay. So for 0, it is 0. For all positive number, 0.112 up to infinity, plus infinity, it maps to for 1. And if I take minus 0.1, from minus 0.1 to minus infinity, it maps to minus 1. So therefore, so this is the graph of signum function. Is it okay? So last function, greatest integer function. So now, last function, that is greatest integer function. Let us define what do you mean by a greatest integer function. So greatest integer function is a function f from set of all real numbers to set of all real numbers defined by f of x is equal to within the square bracket x. So which is the function. So other name for greatest integer function is floor function. So why it is called floor function I will explain later. F of x is equal to the square within the square bracket x. So is nothing but it contains or it assumes the values less than or equal to x. It means if I take 0, greatest integer function of 0 is 0, that is equal to that number. If I take 0.1, greatest integer function of 0.1 is 0. So which is greater than 0.1 is greater than 0. So it assumes less than that number. 0.1 which is greater, but 0 is less than that number. Less than x is 0.1. Clearly 0 is less than 0.1. If I take 0.9, greatest integer function is what? Is 0. So 0 is less than 0.9, that is less than or equal. It assumes the value less than x and in fact equal to x. So that I am taking a real number line 1, 2, 3, that is integers, positive integers 0, -1, -2, -3, negative integers. For 0.1, this is 0, that is move to left until we get an integer 0.1. Here if I take 0.5, move to left, then it becomes 0, that is greatest integer of 0 is 0 itself. If I take 0.1, it maps to 0. If I take 0.2, it maps to 0 until 0.9, it maps to 0. That is, if I take 0.9, move to left until we get an integer. So that is, it becomes a 0 for what? For the values x, which is greater than 0, but it is less than 1. Up to 1. Not 1. Up to 1 means close to 1. If I take greatest integer of 1 is 1. Next, if I take 1.1, move to left, here is the 1.1, move to left until we get a nearest integer, that is, here is the 1, that is 1.1 is 1. If I take 1.5, here is the 1.5, move to left until we get an integer, that is 1. If I take 1.9, so here is the 1.9, move to left until we get an integer, what is that integer? 1. So therefore, it becomes a 1 for the values what? For the values x greater than or equal to 1, greater than 1, 1.1, 1.5, 1.9, but it must less than 2. Is it okay? So next for -1, if I take, this is 0, this is -1, this is -2. If I take here, what is this number? -0.1. So move to left until we get an integer. So what is that? So -0.1 is -1. So dear student, keep it in mind, 0.1 positive value is 0. So that is, if I have 0.1 here, move to left, it becomes 0. If I have -0.1, move to left, we get an integer called -1. Is it okay? So now, if I take -1.5, here I am taking -1.5. So what is the condition or what is the trick? Move to left until we get an integer. So what is that? -2. Is it okay? So now, what is the graph of this function? Greatest integer function. What is the graph? So after drawing the graph, let us understand domain, range and codomain. So graph of the function is greatest integer function 0, 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3 and so on. here 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Now, for 0, what is the greatest integer function of 0? 0 is 0. Next, for 0.1, it is 0. For 0.9 up to 0.9, it is clearly 0. For 1, here is the whole, because for 1, we have here. Okay. For 1 is 1. For 1.1 is 1, greatest integer function is here. Up to what? 1.9. For 2, we don't have here, but we have here. For 2, here is the, so join these. Next, for 2.1, up to 2.9, we have up to here. For 3, we don't have. For 3, we have here. Is it okay? So similarly, for minus 0.1, what is the value? Minus 1. For minus 0.9, up to here. So for minus 1, okay. So now here for minus 1 is also minus 1, but we don't have here. So now it look like this. So that is, this look like floor or step. So therefore it is also called by the name step function or floor function. So greatest integer function is also called by the names floor function or step function, because the graph of the greatest integer function look like steps or floors. Therefore it is called step or floor function. Now what is the domain of this function? Range and codomain. What is the domain? Range and codomain. Domain is the set of all first set R, and codomain is the set of all second set. What is the second set? Is nothing but set of all real number. What about range? So what is the range for this function? If I take, to better understand, so what is the range? If I take 0, 0.1, 0.9, 1, 1.1, and for 2.5 and minus 1, minus 1.1. So here I am taking 0, 0.1, 1, say 2, say 3, minus 1. So what is the greatest integer function of 0? 0. 0.1 is 0. 0.9 is 0. For 1, it is 1. For 1.1 is 1. 2.5 is greatest integer function of 2.5 is what? 2. Okay. Next, for minus 1, it is minus 1. For minus 1.1. For minus 1.1 is what? It is minus 2. Because minus 1.1 here, if we move to the left until we get an integer, that is minus 1.1 is minus 2. Here I am taking minus 2. Okay. So if I take 3, what is the greatest integer function of 3 or 3.1? It maps to 3. So therefore we remain with only decimals. So therefore 0, 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2. All numbers, all integers have pre-images. Therefore the range is all integers. So that is Z. So that is the domain, range, codomain of this greatest integer function. This is the graph. This is the visual representation. This is the trick to obtain the greatest integer function of the number. Is it okay?